back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna head to Jess's shop. Probably gonna drop off the V to get some transmission work done. Thinking about putting shift kit and stuff in here. The 6090 is an awesome transmission, but we're thinking about putting a shift kit and upgrading a few things maybe, and possibly just making it a little bit better transmission. So I'm gonna head to Jess's shop. Probably gonna drop the trans out here pretty soon. I'm trying to get it ready for Cletus and Cars. I was planning on driving the car out to Houston this upcoming Saturday for the Cletus and Cars event. I possibly might make it out there, so it depends on how this goes. So I'll catch you guys when we get to Jess's shop. All right, guys, just arrived at RPM Automotive. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and talk to Jess. I'm gonna try to get the trans dropped out. He said maybe possibly tomorrow, so I'll be back here filming, getting everything filmed for you guys so you guys can see the whole transmission and everything. Tranny pulled out now. Jess said it was pretty difficult because he had the exhaust system all in the way, but got it taken out now.
It ain't no truck.
I know I still had a couple questions about my full exhaust setup on the CTS-V. So here we go with a rundown. So we basically have the 5-inch tips on the rear. Then it goes to a 2.5-inch to the bullets. These are SLP bullets. So from that video that most of you guys probably found my channel from, these are the SLP bullets. Then it goes to 2.5 all the way to a 3-inch right here at this axle back, basically. Well, I guess the axle back would be pretty much more right here, but this part is still 2.5, and then it goes to 3-inch, and then to 3-inch to a SLP X pipe to 3-inch all the way up to the headers. So that's the full exhaust system. Yep, got the tranny out. V is trainless right now. So how long it took you to get this thing out of here?
Hours, bro. 3 hours.
The exhaust was all in the way. Got these lines that were in the way, but tranny is out. There she is.
Big old 6L90. Little old car.
Not a lot of space.
It's a monster, dude. It is a monster.
Something like this, yeah, not a lot of space in here. Here's my transmission. Jess already has it taken apart. This is the parts cleaner that they use to clean the transmission and all the parts and everything. So here's my casing and all this. I guess that's going to be the transmission cleaning for about 30 minutes. Clean up all the parts and all that grease and grime off of it and everything. And I'm going to show you guys the frictions because we had some issues with the frictions and everything inside the transmission. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. This is actually one of my cars that I traded for a while back. This is a 1995 240SX. This is one of the cars that I traded for. As you guys know, in my last video, I said I have a lot of cars around that I might see. This is one of them, and it is at RPM Automotive. The transmission is getting some work done. The motor is getting some work done. It's crazy. They found a hornet nest inside of the intake manifold and everything, up inside the heads and all that. So I'll show you guys a clip of that right now. There's actually a hornet's nest inside of the motor. You guys can see that. Somehow a hornet's nest got in here. It's crazy. Imagine some shit start flying out of there.
Oh, I mean, man.
And what we have here and what he's all taking apart right here. So what are these?
This is Jonathan's 6L90.
All right.
The CTSV.
Yep.
Jonathan knows now he's making a little bit too much power.
Yeah.
Pumps all right. pump's nice and smooth. We were able to get that worked
Yeah,
out.
so Jess saved this. He saved the pump.
1, 2, 3, 4 clutches.
Mm-hmm.
3, 5 reverses all burnt up.
Yep.
These are okay. They got a couple of hot spots. These are your 2 6 clutches, basically intermediate. Center support.
Center support.
And then you've got your low reverse clutches, which are not burnt. Don't show any hot spots, but they're definitely well on their way out.
Yeah.
Out. And then you got the notorious 4, 5, 6 clutch setup right here with all the hot spots on the steels.
Yep.
Frictions are gone, all worn out. Those are real notorious for burning up.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to go in here. We're going to remove this piston right here. We're going to put the Sonax piston and plate kit in this.
So we have a Sonax piston and plate kit in there.
And it's going to keep that from burning up again. We're going to go in here, put the upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4 piston in it. This is one of the thinner castings that was prone to cracking. They actually crack right up inside of here.
Yeah.
So when we get that new one in there, you won't have any issues there. And then we'll be putting the Transgo shift kit in the unit to up the line pressure and keep this thing living.
All right, because he's saying that the V's making well enough power and it's pretty much burning through these right here. As you guys can see, there's a lot of heat spots on it. And you want to show him what it was doing, like you was showing how they squeeze together and what it was
basically, that's just how the clutch pack works. Is all these are stacked up inside of one drum together. And then when fluid comes in on these pistons, it applies on the back side and sandwiches all these together, so it locks them all together. Well, what's happening is the car's making too much power on the inputs, so it's spinning these frictions faster than these steels can spin.
Yeah.
And so all that pressure in there, and it's slipping,
and it's causing those spots on it,
and it's causing the heat to build up, and that's what's burning.
And that's what's burning them up.
So we're gonna keep that from happening.
Exactly. All right, and I appreciate Jess. So if y'all need some transmission work, man, y'all need to come here because he's really expert at these transmissions. He's trying to get me together before Cletus and Cars. I'll try to make it there. He's going through everything. Oh, wait, hey, see, look, that's what I like. That's what I like. He's going through everything. He saved the pump for the transmission. I know I had a lot of you guys on here telling me that, you know, me flooring it when I was doing those pulls was going to mess up the transmission, but that's not really the big cause. Yeah, that's not.
The transmission should downshift on its own.
Exactly, you know, and
because the car's making power.
Yeah, exactly. So I was trying to tell people that, and me pulling the transmission was already in the works before I even made some of those videos. I had already been talking to Jess about it. This was a long time. Yeah, we've been already talking about this for a while, so that's why it's happened so quickly. You know, he's working, he got it dropped out. So make sure y'all check out RPM Automotive. I'll put his information and link below so y'all can call him. And if y'all need transmission work, 4L60s, 4L80s, he got those in stock, don't you?
Oh.
Yeah, he got all those in stock. He got everything you need. So all this, you see, he's got this table full of stuff. He knows what he's doing. He's knocking it out for me. So once he gets this together, I'll basically start recording when the parts come in. Because you dropped the torque converter off. Where'd you drop the torque converter off to?
Performance torque converter.
All right, so he's going to stall up my torque converter for me. And what else was he changing inside?
Upgraded frictions in it.
Upgraded frictions. Installing up the torque converter. So I have upgraded friction, installing up the torque converter. So the transmission is going to be pretty much a beast after, you know, we put it back together. It's going to be pretty good. Yeah, it shouldn't have issues. So, and that's the thing. We might have been losing a lot of power on the dyno because I know this has been going on since dyno time.
Yeah, it was slipping.
Yeah, it's been slipping. So it's probably would have made more power on the dyno. Yeah, so, and which is crazy. So I'm gonna let Jess work, but make sure y'all hit RPM Automotive up. And next time I'll show you guys that when the parts come in, the torque converter, so you guys can see the difference between these burnt up ones and the new ones.
I don't have my gun over here, so this part.
And this is the full TCM, right?
This is everything.
This is everything.
Valve body and computer.
Valve body and computer, everything. Jess was saying that I literally probably had one hard pull before this probably went bye-bye.
Wiped out.
Yeah, it would have been bye-bye.
We're gonna get that together, put the Valvoline max fly fluid in it, send it on the road. And here's our check balls, which, if funny enough, none of yours have shrunk.
Yeah, these are little check balls.
Yep, little plastic check balls. Normally, this guy right here is the worst one. It likes to shrink down real small.
Yeah.
And then it falls through this hole that it sits up against. Right here.
Uh-huh.
It'll get small enough to fit through that fucking hole.
And fall through it.
And fall through it. And then it can't do its job. And you'll lose all movement.
And it won't move because of that little ball.
Won't even fucking move.
That's crazy.
People are like, oh, I got a bad transmission. It won't even move.
And it's because of that.
Put one little plastic check ball in, then back on the road. That little guy right there.
That's crazy, man. All right, guys, so we are back. This is the next day. This is the new clutch pack kit that came in. These are GPZ's frictions. So this is the old one, as I was showing you guys in that previous clip, how there was a lot of burn spots. There isn't supposed to be any type of grooves. You can kind of feel these spots, and basically these spots cause slipping in the transmission. So Jess went ahead and got a new kit for me, and as you guys can see, you see the difference between these friction kits and this here. Now, if you're making hella power with the 6090, you should be good. The 6090s are awesome transmissions. The thing about mine was, basically, the car had probably been slipping since I've got the car. Because you guys remember when I bought the car first, I did buy it used. And I think the transmission was slipping when I first purchased the car. The transmission was always in the works. I had spoke to Jess about it a long time ago, but I just never got to it because if you're a V owner, you know transmission work on a 6090s is expensive as hell. Some of this stuff isn't cheap. So when you got to pull apart a 6090 and stuff like that, go through it, it's not cheap. So here's the back ring, that brown one that I was talking about. I forgot I brought one out here, and compare that to this, as you guys can see. And these are upgraded stage kits. So man, the transmission should be shifting up to par and be pretty beefed up after get all this crap out of here. And basically what happened is, you know, the cam takes its toll on the transmission. When you're sitting in drive with that big old cam like I have, the Cleese McFarland Bald Eagle Boost cam, when you're sitting in drive at a light, the frictions are still spinning, causing the heat to heat up. Then you get burn spots and stuff like this. Pulls, anything, you know, the dyno pulls, all of that. It's been slipping since I probably purchased the car, but I just never got to it. But since I got everything done, and finally it was time to take the transmission apart, and we got this taken care of. So the gaskets and everything are in the shop. He has all new gaskets, everything. We're still waiting on a torque converter and a few other things to show up tomorrow, but I'll probably put that in the next video so you guys can see that when everything's getting put back together. Now I will be at Cletus and Cars Saturday. I will personally be there myself. Try to get the car done in time, but I will for sure be there. So if you guys want to link up and meet up with me and say what's up, I will definitely be there. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. I appreciate the support. This stuff isn't cheap, guys. This is a lot of money. So any support y'all guys, man, I appreciate anything. This right here is gonna make a world of difference on this transmission. Like, this is crazy. You compare this stuff, looking at this gearing friction set here with all these burn spots right here. Literally all these spots right here cause slipping. And a lot of people say, oh man, I got a 6090, you know, and my car makes hella power and I don't have any issues. You just got a hell of a good transmission. Because I know I did say some dyno numbers, but I didn't give my specific dyno numbers. The car does make more than what I said in those videos. I only gave 2 pulls. We did about 4 or 5 pulls. We'll see how this goes, and that'll be it, man. Transmission should be good. You guys know I went through the motor already. Everything has been replaced. Every gasket is new on that. I will have to head back to Charlie's to get the exhaust welded where the headers meet, because we did have to take all that stuff back off. But that's it, man. I appreciate y'all's support. I know this video is pretty just entertaining and showing you guys the transmission. There's not a lot of action going on in here, but I do have to show you guys this type of stuff, and for just later on in the future, if something want to buy the car and stuff like that, you guys know, you know, the transmission's been gone through, the motor's been gone through, this car's been well taken care of. I'm taking care of this car specifically and making everything right. So appreciate you guys for the 2K subscriber support, man. Sharing, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate all that support, man. You guys don't understand how much I really appreciate that. Commenting down below and interacting with the videos and staying tuned with the car and stuff like that. I really appreciate y'all pushing me for 2K subscribers. Like I said, you guys are motivation, just like I could be motivation to some of you guys. You know, I've been posting on YouTube for the longest, and it was hard to grab any type of traction on YouTube. And you know, I kind of like gave up on it a long time ago for a while, but you know, now I'm kind of just told myself, you know, just put your foot down and show these subscribers what you're doing. Make good content, make some videos, edit the videos properly, and just keep at it. You know, you may not get the views that you want immediately, you may not get the attention or the subscribers that you want immediately, but it is a process. So I really appreciate y'all, and I'm trying to put out some fire content for y'all and keep y'all updated and, you know, go in depth with what the things that are going on with the V and stuff like that. And I hope you guys stay tuned and stay with me for the ride on the, you know, the journey and the cars and stuff like that going through. There's a lot more to just cars than, you know, this channel. You know, I might do other stuff on the channel just for you guys if you want to see stuff like that. I don't want it just to be solely about, you know, the V, but I really do appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting me to 2K subscribers. We have 2.1, I believe, now that I just checked. We're growing pretty fast, so I appreciate that. Peace out.